Welcome back to the Urban Eco Woman. As you may have realized, I haven't put out much content in a little while as I've been doing my mainstream media circuit. And for those loyal Urban Eco Woman viewers, you know that this content is relevant, and if you appreciate the content, because you know that you're not really going to be hearing this on the mainstream, if you like it, I encourage you to share it. And I really hope that, this content is also, helping your walk, to enlightenment. It's helping you think critically, about yourself as women, as men. It's just helping you think critically, as well as just, embracing or enhancing your consciousness. So if you need to catch up on old videos, go back to them, because we bring you the most interesting new content that's conscious and eco-friendly. So we met two rad sisters, the founders of Tulip, and we're going to be talking to them a little bit more about their feminine hygiene, cleanliness brand, and how that's changing the conversation, opening up a whole new conversation for women in general and getting to know our vaginas. So we're here with Chantel Jones and Olivia Jones. And I remember running into you guys at the women's show and coming up to your booth and, first of all, referring to my vagina as down there the entire conversation. Our vaginas have been so over-sexualized by popular culture, that they're just mainly seen as sexual, they're there for a sexual function.
Or pleasure.
And mainly through a male gaze. So I think that what your brand is doing is totally switching that conversation, but I'll let you introduce yourself and kind of talk about the inspiration behind Tulip.
Okay, so I'm Chantal, obviously, and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 daughters. So a lot of my inspiration came from having a daughter and just wanting them to grow up in the type of world that I wish I did. So I don't want any of the taboo about the word vagina or word vagina. Yeah. I don't want any stigma or negativity associated with it. Like, you're a woman, you should be proud of it. I just feel you should be proud of your vagina like everything else. So
yeah. And I'm Olivia, and I'm a young, on-the-go woman. I go from my house, I go to work, I go to the gym, doing yoga, being very active and on the go. And it's super nice to have something that I can clean on the go and I can feel fresh.
I mean, that's so important. I'm going to do my review afterwards, and I mean, it's so important, and it's really, really helped me so much. And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about that afterwards. But let's get into because you touched on it already, shame. Why do you think there's so much shame around, our vagina, even talking about it?
I think because the media turns into more of a sexual object. So then you're looking at it as that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know, just other people around you, your peers, they make you feel ashamed of it, and you're scared. So you're almost fear.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the conversations that you wanted to just in general open up with creating a brand like this, right? Is just opening up dialogue.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, any talk is good talk when you're talking about a subject that's not readily discussed between people. So, I mean, I think a lot of the conversations we're looking for, or the reason that we invented it, was just so women can feel good about themselves and proud about themselves and stop looking at your vagina from a male's point of view. They don't have a vagina. So, I mean, we're taking all of what they have to say, and that's how you see it, because growing up you see it from your parents' point of view as something that needs to be cleaned. And then as an adult, you see it from a spouse or a partner or a boyfriend or just even male peers' point of view. And it's never seen as your own vagina. Women need to own it. That's yours. It's been part of your body forever. You know what's best for it.
So we're using soap, and we're putting
perfumes,
chemicals, and that in itself. I mean, I use even organic soaps, but still, just talking to you, and after using the Tulip Cup, and I'm just using water, and I'm doing the same. I'm actually doing the same cleaning method, and it's working just as good 100%. Without harsh chemicals. But and you talk about, I think on your website you talk about disrupting pH balance. What happens if our pH balance is disrupted?
Okay, so the biggest thing about a vagina is it's a self-cleaning oven. So you don't need to do very much to it. I mean, you clean the outside of it, But the actual vagina itself, like douching's terrible, disrupts pH level balances, and then once that happens, you're susceptible to a yeast infection or vaginosis or something like that, because your body is going into crazy makeup because you just washed away something that's supposed to be there. So I mean, the vagina cleans itself, so it's something that you need to leave it alone and let it do. Obviously, if you're having odor or it doesn't feel good or you're having something
just
funny, then you probably
just
you
use
need
water,
to see a doctor. But
or
like there are obvious times where you should probably see a doctor. But other than a red flag or a signal, it does clean itself. So
and I mean, with the rise of things like ovarian cancer and cervical cancer and other women's health issues that stem from vaginal health, I think that this conversation is even way more relevant now more than ever
100%.
in general. So let's get into, I guess, how you use the Tulip Cup.
Okay, so before we go into the quick demo on how to use our Tulip Cup, I just want to point out the reason why we suggest using water is because your vagina actually absorbs things 10 times faster than anywhere else in your body. So just be aware when you're using products or putting anything near there that it is being absorbed at a very, very fast rate. So it's just something to be aware of, I guess. So super simple to use. It's a universal handle. Anybody's hand can fit it. Anybody can use it. All you do is you sit down on the toilet. Be sure you pull your pants down as far as they go to allow your legs to open up properly. Use your travel on-the-go water bottle. You just pour it in as you're sitting on the toilet. Slip it in between your legs with the upward motion and the use of the pliable strip. It allows you to just swirl it around, clean and rinse, and give you a nice refreshing feel. So this is actually the strip that lets everything be open and clean thoroughly.
How is this product eco-friendly?
It's eco-friendly because it's made out of 100% silicone, and silicone can just be melted back down, made into more Tulip Cups.
Okay,
That's always good. Yeah.
Okay.
And the amount of water that you're using is like nothing compared to having multiple showers per day,
That's
right?
true. That's
like
very
most
true.
people would probably have a shower in the morning, a shower at night, and you're using I think it's only 1 cup of water that fits in here.
Yeah.
So that's like
it's
nothing.
a few ounces.
Yeah, and there's no chemicals because we're just using water.
Yeah.
So when it goes down the drain, there's no chemicals going down that drain,
Not
going
being
back into the
polluted.
environment.
That's very, very true.
And also another really great use other than just cleansing is you can use it to soothe. So like women after birth, now you can use your sitz bath and your water, and now you can be soothed on the go. So you're not suffering all day.
One last thing, also, we were talking about festivals, and I was talking about, Coachella and how, there were the stalls that they're halfway through, there's no toilet paper left in there. And
you're hot. It's always in the summertime, like August long weekend, right?
And we are going into, the spring summer season, right?
Yeah,
Where we're going to festival season. So honestly, you really need to get yourself a Tulip Cup going into that. It comes in this really cute little bag that honestly,
it's all waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it leaking or anything.
Yeah. It's cute. Nobody would even know. You could stick your pads in there. Nobody would even know what's in here.
Yeah, we make it into like a period pack and put like our menstrual cup or tampon or a pad in there, and then a pair of underwear. So you're pretty much good all the time.
Awesome.
Just in case, because you never know when it's going to come. Because again, on your period, the Tulip Cup is amazing.
Oh, you're right.
Right? In between changes of your menstrual cup or your pad.
I just used it my first period.
It's amazing.
We're talking period talk here.
Yeah. Bring that into
and honestly, I used it for the first time during my period, and it helped so much. I didn't have to take 3 showers of the day, and it was just it freshened me up right away within a couple seconds. So that brings me to where can people? How much does the Tulip Cup go for, and where can people purchase?
People can purchase right at our website. So it's www.2, the number 2, because that's a little tricky, lip.ca. And they sell for the package, which is the little glass reusable bottle, which is very much friendly, just keep filling it up.
Yep.
And the traveling case, and then 1 Tulip Cup is $29.99.
And then you can buy just an individual Tulip Cup for $19.99. So people who
if
You need the whole
from
package.
hemorrhoids
Yeah.
or multiple.
You need the whole package though. You need the whole
Yeah.
package. I
I
love
need
it.
the
I love
package.
it.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's
it's
so
cute.
it's cute for Coachella. It's
Yeah.
cute for Caravana. It's
Yeah.
cute for Pride. It's cute for
Yeah.
everything that's happening this summer in our city.
Yeah.
And it's super easy to clean also. Quick fact,
Yeah.
all you do is it's made of 100% FDA grade silicone. So you just boil it. It's non-porous, doesn't carry smell or an odor.
It doesn't.
No
Super
bacteria,
soft, no bacteria.
Yeah.
So just boil it for a few minutes and then it comes out good as new.
Yeah, 100% sanitized.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on today and
you.
talking about the Tulip Cup. Totally love it. So love what you guys are doing. So thanks again.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you for having us.